something a little different this season. And you can see we're right here on Main Street at Pizza Scene with Hector and Gloria Rodriguez. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good, very good.
Appreciate you guys coming on. You know what's going to be pretty cool? We're going to hit up the kitchen in a bit and do a pizza all together. The famous Pizza Scene pizza right here in our town of Miami Lakes. But I think a lot of folks want to know, what's your why? When did you guys say, we got to open up a pizza shop here in the town of Miami Lakes?
Well, I started in pizza back in 86. I've been doing pizza since 86. I left for about a year, maybe a year and a half. And then I came back into the pizza business with a different company. First I started in New York with a pizza company in New York. But when we moved here to Miami in 1990, we lived very close to the town. We're not in the town of Miami Lakes, but we live fairly close. And we always liked it. We always liked the town here. And after working in 2006, after working 15 years with a major pizza company here, it was time. I decided to try to break out on our own, and we found this spot here that it was like, we came here on Easter Sunday to have ice cream with my kids. We sat in the fountain, and there was a for sale sign on a business that had a for sale sign. We called the guy, and a couple of months later, we owned the place.
Yeah.
We were here.
It was definitely a godsend that we were just so happened to stumble upon a sign and a dream, a dream fulfilled.
It was always a dream of mine to have my own pizza shop, something that I grew up with, like in Brooklyn, small little shop, mom and pop place. And we are just a mom and pop place because it's my kids, we all work here. My son, my daughter, and I have another daughter that works here. She's off today, but
What year was that?
2006 we started.
Wow. Easter 06 is when you guys...
That's when we
started.
That's when we started, and we opened June 6th of 2006.
No, I know
was our first day.
You folks are great people of faith, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Pastor
Amen.
Lewis,
Yes.
when he talked, he was like, no, you guys got to go out there and film next week.
Amen.
So just hearing that, how Easter came out here and how it all worked out is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you could share with us some of the stories of the pizza scene behind the scenes, right? Like how hard it is to run a pizza shop in our community. Because I own a small restaurant, I can tell you, it is a grind. But it's very fulfilling, right? I think food brings people together, and I think that is what's pretty cool. We live in a society where, unfortunately, we're very divided on political lines and people on different issues, but food is one everybody comes in. It doesn't matter what they are. So if you could share with us some of those stories along the way in the last 16 years of you guys being here, if you can, whatever cool stories.
When we first started, like anything new, it's hard at the beginning. She was working for a company. I came in and we worked. I worked every day for 8 months, pretty much open to close, and to get it going, where we could see that we were making enough money, enough income to bring her along. That's when she came along and came full time, and I think she joined me November maybe of 2006, and we've been together, working together ever since then. It's not easy to work with family. Let me tell you, it's not easy because then you got to go home with them. So you can't.
Well, you and I work good together.
Yeah, we
We're
do.
good.
We do. We work.
The kids and us together. It can be a little bit trying, but it's truly been an absolute. Honestly, I feel like it's still surreal for me. It's been an absolute blessing to be able to have this spot. It's surreal. It's definitely not mine. You know what I'm saying? So, and to be able to service this community. Miami Lakes is awesome. The people are awesome. I love how we have kind of New Yorkers that come in here and like, man, this looks like so much like home. So it feels nice to be able to provide a service and service them and love on them.
That is phenomenal. So cool story I want to share with you guys. A good friend of mine, Robert Santiago, lived here on Main Street. He had moved down from West New York, from Jersey. Mm-hmm. Moved down with his whole family. He was here. And now he's back in West New York. He had gone back with his family. But in the meantime, I would ask him all the time. I was like, dude, you're a New Yorker. Like, where's the best authentic New York pizza? You know what he told me every time? And Rob, this is for you. When you're pizzas. He goes, Manny,
awesome.
That's the spot. You want authentic New York pizza, and it makes sense because you got that Brooklyn flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So it's the real deal. So I wanted to share that story with you because he would tell me all the time, and he was right. He was absolutely right. So seeing Main Street back from 2006 to today, talk to us about those ebbs and flows, because you guys were here at the peak. You guys were, some difficult times with Main Street, and now it seems that we're coming back up. What did you guys? What was that feel?
We got here in 2006, and then we had the market 2008 took a crash a little bit, but we held on. We held on, and we were so tight family here, so we all worked together. And then good times came, and then the pandemic hit, and the pandemic hit, and everything. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know. We didn't have the deep pockets like every other big chains have that could sustain. But we did it. We did it with us, with the family, and we were able to come out of it okay. We did good. We had to learn different aspects. Not only us had to learn, but even restaurants, sit-down restaurants, had to learn how to start doing deliveries, curbside, and this and that. So it was not only hard for us that we were already doing the delivery and the pickup scene. So other restaurants had to kind of join into this, and it became one whole big thing because everybody joined. Uber came along, Postmates, all this, and that restaurant industry has changed so much. Now, if you're not up with it and involved with third parties and all the apps around, you're not going to do it. You're not going to make it.
And Main Street has changed a lot too. The Miami Lakes. In the beginning, we had so many. You remember when Structure was here with a Gap and Purple Rain and so many things, and then we see so many businesses, long-time businesses, kind of dwindle or go away. But it looks very hopeful now that we have new restaurants coming in and just places to be able, to get businesses in here. Got a gym coming. You got the karate place moving down there. So we're excited for the up and coming changes.
Then you got that partnership, right? With the
with the Garrison.
Garrison,
That's a huge blessing to be able to have the Garrison here, and you go in there and you want to have something to eat, and it's coming from here. So that's super cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So what is that one dish that's a must-have? We know the pizza, right? But what is for you guys your go-to dish here with your kids, everybody? You're like, all right, it's the end of the day. What do you guys make?
Well, for me, you're gonna laugh. You're not gonna. Yeah, it's just a plain cheese pizza.
I think
I'm about it.
Our bread and butter is pizza. I think pizza it is. But we have lasagna, we have dishes, we have subs, we have wings.
But what's your favorite besides pizza?
But my favorite would be the deluxe pizza for me.
Okay.
Has a little bit of everything, and you get a taste of everything. You have some meat, you have some veggies. But the pasta dishes, they're good. But for me, it's the pizza.
That is phenomenal. I'm with you, man. That cheese, the pizza. I gotta try the deluxe. Maybe that's what we make today, man. Okay. I'm about it. So, what's the future for you guys for Pizza Scene? What is your vision for the Pizza Scene brand?
Well,
go ahead.
My vision is for keep it going. Have my kids run it and let their kids join it. And have future pizza. We have 2 grandkids. They're both 7 years old right now, and they're going to be the future pizza makers. They're going to be back here behind the scenes. Like when they started, my kids started, they were still in middle school. My younger daughter, she's making pizza, and she was in K8 Center, I think, when we first started.
She was.
And now she's back here running the place on Friday and Saturday night with my son. They all run it together. They're here always on the weekends. They're here.
That is awesome.
The ones that are here.
Legacy. Leaving a legacy is
Exactly.
our future, hopefully, and being a staple in this community.
You guys definitely are. So one thing that we do a little different, they get to ask some questions. Ariel, Albert, what do you guys got for Hector and Gloria?
I guess my question would be, do you ever see yourselves upsizing, like opening another pizza scene?
Well, we did. In 2008, we ventured out to another store. We opened the one in Kendall. It didn't work. We opened it up in the wrong time, and luckily we were lucky enough to sell it. So we sold that one. We never sold the name. We just sell the location. And then in 2014, we opened one in Hialeah, right up the block from the Palmetto Hospital. And that one was there for almost 8 years. And during the pandemic, that store took a hit more not only in business-wise, but also in help. We didn't have no help. We were opening here, closing over there, opening here, and borrowing employees from here to take over there, and it just took a toll. And we were like, no, we're gonna sell it, and we sold it after like 7.5 years of running. It would still be there if it wasn't for the pandemic, and we would have had at least 2 stores.
Right.
And we always had a dream to open up another one in Miramar, to have Miami Lakes, Hialeah, and Miramar, pretty much like a triangle covered. But I think 1 store right now is plenty for now.
That's good. My question is, what is the biggest challenge of having a pizzeria?
Biggest challenge right now is getting help. That's the biggest challenge we have. And keeping up with the food cost prices, trying to keep up your food costs, and juggling vendors and see who got the better price and who got this. That's a full-time job in itself, just keeping up with inventory.
It's a challenge. So something else we do that's a little different. You get to ask me any questions you got. Maybe 1 or 2 questions. Anything you guys got for me?
I would love to know what do you love about being mayor of Miami Lakes? What brings you the most joy?
I'm going to be honest with you. Having these conversations, getting to know people, hearing your story. Like now, every day I walk by here, I'm going to always think, man, Hector and Gloria, that story, that legacy story, their families in there. So as mayor of a small community, and I'm a big believer that bread and butter communities are between 20,000 and 60,000, because we can personalize that touch where we can kind of know everybody. The bigger the city, the more resources, but the less personalized. And I love that. I love being able to wake up every day and doing something great. Like today, when I saw it, I knew it was on my schedule. I was looking forward to it. I was like, man, I'm going to be making pizza at Pizza Scene.
Yeah.
How cool is that? And I think that's something that's really special about small communities. That gives me a lot of energy just having these conversations. And that's why you have to support local. You heard their story, how powerful that is. So that is very, very powerful. Anything else you guys got for me? Or?
No,
No, that's good.
So I think it's time to hit the kitchen and go make some pizza with Hector and Gloria. So I'm gonna leave you guys off there, but we're gonna come right back and we're gonna see that end result, what it looks. You gotta let me throw that dough in the air, man. I want to throw it up. See what.
There you go.
you start on the edge. What we do is we do a spread of different kinds of pizzas. You come, you eat. You can bring your own wine if you want. We don't serve wine, but they can bring their own wine, and they open up their bottle and have their pizza and wine, and take pictures and do whatever you want.
And there you have it, an incredible story of resilience, an incredible story of faith here with Hector and Gloria Rodriguez, the owners of Pizza Scene here in our town. Tune in next Wednesday on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.